Boxing truth here. Well, an old Manny Pacquiao has decided to go on the other side of the street. It's kind of weird, Al Haymon signing Manny Pacquiao to a advisory agreement. A fighter who has never needed any protection in his career is now going to go on to the other side, and deal with an advisor who has been known to pretty much protect his fighters and give them the right paths and create hype jobs. But it's going to be fun to watch Manny Pacquiao, who is, in my eyes, still an elite fighter, no matter what Bob Arum wants to say. I know Bob is feeling salty right now. He lost out on business of Manny Pacquiao to his rival. But it's going to be fun to watch Manny Pacquiao expose some Haymon hype jobs. Let me tell you right now, even though Manny's almost 40 years old, an old Manny Pacquiao would trash Adrian Broner. He schools Danny Garcia. He would beat Sean Porter. And he will beat and hyped up Mikey Garcia. The only two fights that I can't call, but which would be very intriguing, and Manny Pacquiao could still beat these guys, is Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. That would be the two most dangerous fights for Pacquiao, but Manny would still be in those fights. Manny would give Errol Spence a lot of problems. The question is, could he withstand the physicality and size and strength of Spence? But Spence will have to go through hell to beat an old Manny Pacquiao. Thurman will be interesting as well. Thurman has the footwork, athleticism, the counter-punching ability to trouble Manny, but can he deal with Manny's jab, speed, and angles, and southpaw style? So this move, I understand it. It was needed. There was really not much for Manny to continue to do business with Arum. There wasn't much there to offer. He needed to be aligned himself with a guy that can provide him some big fights. And right now, Haymon has most of the welterweights. He's got some big names in the welterweight division. He also has a retired fighter that Manny still wants to fight, and hopefully get another crack in avenging that loss to Floyd Mayweather. So Mayweather was the motivating factor in getting this fight. He was a big reason why Manny decided to sign on with Haymon, because he can provide him with some big fights. And there's still some unfinished business there between Manny and Floyd, even though it's about really way too late. Both guys are way past their primes, and I believe Manny is still elite at this stage, and Mayweather, in my opinion, is not. All you got to do is watch the Conor McGregor fight. Mayweather looked old, looked shot, and he had to rely on tiring out Conor McGregor in order to win that fight. If McGregor didn't gas out, and also if he didn't have protection from the judges, Mayweather would have lost to an MMA fighter. So how embarrassing that would have been for Floyd. But it's going to be fun to watch Manny beat up on some Haymon hype jobs. Maybe Broner's next for Pacquiao. That's a fight that's always been discussed for a number of years. It seems like Broner was destined to fight at least one of these guys. So maybe Pacquiao was always going to be his destiny, a guy he was supposed to fight. It's been mentioned numerous times in the past. However, Broner needs to come to the realization that he ain't that big of a star. It's a significant fight, but he's nowhere near $100 million level payday that he's demanding for this fight. I mean, the guy's fucking delusional. The reason why he doesn't get these fights because he always prices himself out. So there's a possibility he'll price himself out against one of these guys as well. But Manny he showed in his last fight he still has some left. I don't mind seeing Pacquiao beating up Broner. Maybe Garcia is a potential opponent. I'm hearing Andre Berto, but that's a shit fight for Manny. Man doesn't need to, beat up bum-ass Berto. He doesn't need no tune-ups in order to get ready for an old Floyd. But it's going to be interesting to see what Floyd does. How the hell is he going to come back with all this conflict of schedules? The reason why Garcia Spence is not happening is because Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are fighting on December 1st, which pretty much bumped the plans of those guys. It also bumped the plans of Mayweather returning in December. So if Manny's going to return in January, possibly against Broner, the question is that fight going to be on pay-per-view? And exactly how is Floyd going to return if he's planning to fight on the other side of the world in Tokyo? When's exactly is he going to fight? And when's the exact time frame of a potential Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch? The fight will still do business. I will still watch it. I won't pay for it, but I'll still watch it. And maybe Manny will have a fair chance this time. Maybe he won't. Maybe it's going to be a predetermined outcome. Maybe Floyd's going to have Dave Moretti and Kenny Bayless as the ref once again. So, but this is a understandable move for Pacquiao at this stage. He's had a good run with Top Rank, but there's been a fallout. There's been some shadiness in terms of that relationship. If he got rid of Michael Kantz, I think that's a good thing. I don't think Michael Kantz has been all that much of a help to him. So Manny has revamped his whole team, man. New trainer, new promoter, new network. But the good thing is you're gonna see Manny in some significant fights. The fights that the Pacquiao haters have been wanting to see him in. And it's gonna be fun to watch Pacquiao expose these Haymon hype jabs. And maybe the end game is Pacquiao being sacrificed to Errol Spence. And what would be an intriguing fight. Maybe Pacquiao could avenge his loss to Floyd and beat up on Adrian Broner before he's eventually sacrificed to one of those Haymon guys. Whether that's Thurman or Spence. It was supposed to be Crawford on the Top Rank side. But Pacquiao decided not to fight Crawford, didn't see any money in it. So he went in a different direction. But this is a smart move for Pacquiao in terms of potential opponents, paydays, and a chance to expose some Haymon hype jobs. So it is what it is. Haymon's got the two biggest stars in his stable, and those guys are going to be making some money over the next year or so. Well, it's going to be a proposed 2-fight deal between Pacquiao and Haymon. Never thought I would see the day that Pacquiao would be a Haymon fighter, but now he is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this turn of events. I'm gonna try to be more active on this YouTube scene going forward, and we'll see where Pacquiao goes from here now that he's signed with Al Haymon. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.